Sky Squad, we are back in the building. And in this conversation, we're going to talk about who, like Miss Quad, really got it. She really got it. We're going to talk about a whole bunch of people who either got it or don't got it. So stay tuned. We're talking basketball wives. We're talking married to medicine. We are talking Real Housewives of Atlanta and a little bit of Salt Lake City tea as well. Salt Lake City / Traitors. So I am back from my trip. I went to New York City with the Motion Picture Association to the Native Son Awards. It was an amazing time. I got to hear Keith Boykin speak. Law Roach won an award. Brandon Blackwood was there. It was an amazing night. So shout out to Emil and to Native Son. Such a great night. I have post on my Instagram story. If you guys follow me at DJRichieSkye, you guys can see all of the magic there. Let's get down to the Biz Naive. Oh, also, guys, listen, the membership is now open. This will be the next interview going up likely this weekend. So you guys will catch it there first, and then it will premiere on the YouTube channel later. But of course, members get access to it first. All right, so let's talk about Miss Laura Govan coming back to the Basketball Wives. Are y'all here for it? Just chime down in the chat first and let me know if you guys are here for Laura Govan allegedly returning to Basketball Wives. Now, shout out to our friends over at the Jasmine brand. Be sure to follow them at their new site, the Jasmine brand 365. Okay. They give us the exclusive that we can expect to see Laura Govan come back to the VH1 reality show this year. Now, we recall that Laura Govan first appeared on the series in 2011 during season 1 of the LA part of the franchise. And then she was also on season 2. Okay. Now, she took an extended hiatus following season 2, but made a brief guest appearance in season 5. So the Jasmine brand is not giving us any tea on what the storyline is, but insiders have shared with them that she has already started filming. So in my mind, when I hear started filming, but I know that the show's coming back on July 1st, I'm trying to piece together what that means. Does that mean that because I thought that they had finished filming, but we know that a VH1 show will film and air at the same doggone time. So there's no telling what could be happening, right? But they are saying that it's unlikely that she'll be a full-time cast member, and she might appear in just a few episodes or maybe even a single episode. Now, you guys will recall that Laura, I think when was the last time we saw her on our television screens in a reality TV show style format? We saw her on The Next 15, which was Carlos King's show with Claudia Jordan and Jennifer Williams. So that was interesting if you really go back and think about it, because there was a basketball wives connection even back then. But Laura had spoken, I think in about 2017 about how Basketball Wives isn't really her life anymore. But she did mention the possibility of returning as a mentor. So when asked about it, she said, the talk is there, but I don't think so. At this point in my life, if I could go on there and be somebody's mentor, then I could do that. But not so much just to talk crap and banter. That's not really my life anymore. Okay? So, what do you guys think? Would you guys be here for Laura Govan returning in a more full-time capacity? I'm not mad at it. I like Laura because I feel like Laura can stand 10 toes down in what she says typically as it refers to her time on Basketball Wives, okay? Specifically Basketball Wives. But I know that a lot of people didn't necessarily like some of the things that she said on The Next 15. So I'm not necessarily sure how people will feel about her coming back to the series now. Personally, I would love to see where she is in her life now and what she could possibly bring to the show, okay? And to be quite honest with you guys, a lot of people didn't like what Evelyn has said in the past as well. But here she is still on our television screens. So, are you guys giving grace? Do you guys want to see her? Laura has been, obviously quite busy in the fashion space on Instagram if you pay attention to her. So I'll say bring it back. I kind of want to see what's up with her. I would actually like to see, actually, of the two sisters, I prefer Laura over Gloria because I just felt like Gloria always felt to me like she had a chip on her shoulder. And maybe it was the way she kind of came into the franchise, with, kind of being at odds with Shawnee and the rest of the girls. And then when she came to LA, it felt like she was almost like too big for the show or whatever. I don't know. Did y'all get that impression? Anyway, so that's the tea on Basketball Wives. Again, the show will be coming back on this July, so we have that to look forward to. All right, so let's move on. Something else interesting has happened in the Bravo world as of yesterday, and there was an exclusive that appeared on the Neighborhood Talk, right? So the headline reads, former, and I'm going to put the alleged badge up here because there's quite a lot that's going on with this situation as of now. So I'm just going to keep the alleged badge up here to be on the safe side. However, let's get into what the Neighborhood Talk, who is, in my opinion, a very trustworthy source. Okay. I'm just going to let you guys know my thoughts on that right now. All right. Um, so the headline reads, the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City star Monica Garcia, who was caught running a fake account that bullied her co-stars, was allegedly booted from NBC's Traitors because she failed a psych exam. So they were given an exclusive that she wasn't selected for season 3 of NBC's Traitors because she allegedly failed a psych exam. Okay. Sources close to the situation tell the Neighborhood Talk that she was doing it but failed the psych exam. All the drama she had with Salt Lake City and her craziness, she was casted but was booted after failing. Now, we also know that Monica was booted after just one season on The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. I did think that Traitors was going to be a great outlet for her because I just felt like she would really do well on the show. But Monica is saying no, no, no. Okay. She says, this is actually terrible that you would post this. Complete lie. Disgusting. Then the Neighborhood Talk responded back and said, Monica, we had this tea when we broke the news about Robin and Monique. It's from a very close source. Okay. So Monica then took to her own stories and she had some things that she needed to get off of her chest. Now we're going to take things over to our friends over at Reality Entertainment, not TV, on Instagram. So Monica reposted this on her IG story and said, "What the F? Are you serious right now? This is beyond false. This is insanely damaging and disgusting and a lie." She says, you should be absolutely ashamed of yourself. So here's Monica going off.
Okay. There are a lot of things that are published about me or said about me that I can let go. This is not one of those things. To go out there and make and publish a claim that I failed a psych evaluation is a complete lie. It's extremely damaging. It's disgusting. Also, like, to play with my mental health like that is extremely disturbing. I didn't even go through the process of Traitors to where I would even be asked to take a psych evaluation. It didn't even go that far. I was never even asked to take a psych evaluation. So to sit here and say that I failed one when I wasn't even asked to take one is wild. This is what we're doing now with people's mental health. This is what we're doing. And we're putting that in front of the world. Awesome. Lies.
So, I don't know what to say about this one. What I can say is, I know that if the Neighborhood Talk got this information, that it was very likely vetted and very likely to have come from a source very close to the story. Okay, that's what I can tell you. So likely someone in production, likely someone who is, connected to the show. And, I don't really, this is a tough one for me. I didn't even know they did a mental health evaluation for, or like, excuse me, a psych exam. Let me say that. I should frame it correctly. I didn't even know that they did a psych exam for Traitors, but I think it makes sense that they would in this day and age, to make sure that anybody who is going on these shows at this point in time is mentally in a good place enough to do the show. I do recall, for the most part, with most reality television shows, that there is either a psychologist or a psychiatrist. I think it's probably just a not just, but I think it's probably a psychologist that is, at least there is someone available, okay, that you can talk to if you are filming a reality TV show. Typically, that is usually the case. There is someone who is affiliated in some way, shape, or form, who has the ability to discuss, mental health matters with you if you need them. That much I knew, right? So I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how this plays out. What we do know is that Monica ultimately will not be on Traitors, and we can look forward to seeing instead Robin Dixon and Dorinda Medley and Dolores Catania. Was that it? Was that the other one? Let me know. Are you guys excited about that? Do you think that it should have been Monica? Would she have shaken things up a bit? I definitely feel like she would have. That's just my thought. Okay. Now, when we talk about who's got it and who don't, so Monica obviously don't got it for this particular show, right? Let's talk about who does have it though. And who does say they have it, okay, is Marlo, okay? So thanks to our friends over at the Bravo Shade Room and of course the Neighborhood Talk. We talked, I think, was it yesterday, about Simon posting no more Africans, no more Rolls Royces, hashtag buy your own. So Marlo Hampton entered the chat and said, when are these girls going to learn? When are these girls going to learn to get they ish in their name? I might need to teach a class. All right. So they were able to collect a screen grab from, I think this is Twitter, from Cool Girl T with Dre, who posts Platinum Regent Sugar Baby. Marlo gets her money and her men are quiet. No public humiliation on Instagram and no back and forth with the sugar daddy. A businesswoman. Porsha. Call Monty. oh God. So of course we had to go back into the memory banks. Okay. Shout out to the Bravo Shade Room. Remember when Simon gifted Porsha a Rolls Royce? All right. So listen, does Marlo got it? I mean, maybe Marlo does got it. If Marlo is living in peace and tranquility with her coins and her rolls, then I mean, maybe she did win in the end after all. I mean, being on the Real Housewives or being on reality TV is not the end all be all of or a measure, the biggest measure of success for a lot of people. For some people, and I remember Marlo saying this, that was a soft life for her, right? So if Marlo is able to live the soft life, without the extra added attention of a bitter divorce or a, sour relationship, or an ex that's dragging her. And listen, maybe he obviously has his reasons for doing so. I don't understand what they are, because it doesn't make any sense to me, but it is what it is, right? Maybe he's trying to educate or get the court of public opinion, on his side. I really don't know what the objective is, to be honest with you. I really don't. Because in my mind, I'm like, handle that stuff in court. Like, all the rest of it is like, if your lawyer is good, then you ain't got nothing to worry about, right? This is what I think. Y'all let me know what y'all think. But according to Marlo, she got it. She got it. Okay. You want to know who else got it? They got it. Well, according to the streets, and by the streets, I mean Dr. Heavenly Kimes, okay? Miss Quad got it. She got it. So Dr. Heavenly says, y'all, can I tell y'all a secret? Quad's man got her a Rolls Royce. It's beautiful. Stay tuned for photos and pictures. I was in it last night. If you know, you know. Hashtag Twilight Ceiling. So while it sounds as though Miss Quad got it. She got it. Does Porsha still have it? Does she still have it? Everybody in Atlanta got a Rolls Royce, baby. Everybody. And you know what? I'm here for it. I mean, girls, get your money, okay? Get your money. Ladies, leave your man at home. The club is full of ballers and their pockets full grown, okay? And all your fellas, leave your girl with your friends because it's 11:30 and the club is jumping, jumping. Speaking of jumping and speaking of the club, it looked like somebody got they poom poom jumping, okay? And it sounds like Dr. Heavenly and Sweet Tea might be on good terms again. I mean, catch all this gyrating going on down to wherever they are, okay? I can't play it because the sounds of juvenile, y'all ain't gonna get me caught up. But as Sweet Tea is working it and okay, drop it, girl. Yes, beware of you got the short dress on, girl. So if you Simone in the background giving her seal of approval. Wait, is Dr. Heavenly about to drop it? No, but they hugging. Oh, Sweet Tea bouncing it up on Dr. Heavenly. Okay. Yes, we got okay. So listen, y'all, we got some change occurring in the Married to Medicine streets, y'all. We got change is a coming. Let me tell you what I think, okay? Let me tell you what I think. Let me tell you what I think. Let me tell you what I know. When you look at stuff like this, all right, and you see this is how you leak story without leaking story, okay? This is how you do it. You do it the way that it's being done with Potomac and Married to Medicine, right? Let's give you the framework here. So they posting without saying nothing. Okay? Ain't nobody posted no poster board of insurance fraud. Hope. Alleged. You know what I'm saying? They just posting themselves out. Now, what you think is what you think, right? So when you see them together, then you know, oh, some dynamics have shifted, similar to Wendy and Giselle, right? And let me tell you what we see here, okay? What we see here, to me, in my opinion, is reality TV stars, especially on these Bravo shows, are wisening up, right? And we can probably say maybe less so with Married to Medicine, because Married to Medicine has probably been the show that has, for the most part, been able to get this right. Like I said, for the most part, but they've been able to get it right? I.e., things don't seem to fester for seasons upon seasons. Now, granted, we did have the Mariah versus Quad that lasted forever. You know, Mariah versus Dr. Heavenly, that lasted forever. But that was funny. I mean, it was. Okay. But I think what we're seeing now is, especially with the way these girls are getting canceled in the reunion is getting canceled in New Jersey, I kind of feel like, I mean, the writing's on the wall. So what needs to happen is y'all need to cycle these relationships better. And what I mean by cycle is this: you need to be able to have a cast that can maneuver through conflict and get through it quickly, and then get into some more conflict and get through it quickly, right? That's the makings of a good show. And I'm going to tell you a show that did this really well, for those of you guys who may not be familiar, was Real Housewives of New York City, circa seasons 7 through, I would say, 10. Real Housewives of New York City, season 7 through 10, was season 7 was the season that Bethany came back. They used to film, that show used to film, like, New York had a fast pace, right? And the girls would fight, and they would fight, they would scream, they would cry, and they would be over it in about an episode or two. Then they would do it all over again. That's what you want to see. Okay, I'm gonna tell you like if you have to go back to classic Housewives to really understand what needs to happen on these shows, what you can't have is somebody who is standing so 10 toes down and they beef with somebody that they refuse to move in a direction that's good for the group. Because as you guys had seen with Potomac, we weren't even able to enjoy that season. And that is why people aren't enjoying this season of New Jersey either, because it is honestly just the same old, with people, don't it seems like people are saying it without saying it. It's like, well, why are you filming with her? Why are you being friends with Teresa? You know what she's done to me. And it's like, we can't really operate like that. To be honest with you, yeah, like maybe in real life you could, but on reality TV, we really can't. But then the other thing that has to stop happening is this thing where I'm gonna go talk to your ex from 10 years ago to try to find out some dirt on you. It's like how many times can we do that before we all just are like, this y'all still doing that? Can y'all fight about something that's happening in the moment right now? You know what I'm saying? Like all that other stuff is like, it's like BS to me. 10 years ago, the whole world was different. I really don't care what you did 10 years ago. I mean, I do, but I don't. Like, in terms of my entertainment value for what I'm watching on the show, I mean, are you like, I mean, short of doing something like, you know, illegal, like, you know what I'm saying? Or like that, keep, y'all know what I'm talking about. Certain things, keep it off my television screen. Okay. But, in terms of like, I don't, certain little things, I'm like, y'all, we still doing this. We still talking about these types of things. Can't y'all focus on what's going on right now? As Nene says, what's under the garage now? Like, that's what I want to talk about. I don't really want to talk about old stuff, like, because I'm tired of it. It's getting old. And it is, I think, the contributing factor for reality TV heading down the road that it's heading, right? So hopefully some of these shows can make some course corrections. I think Married to Medicine is definitely the franchise to do that. I'm hoping to see the same in Potomac. And we'll just have to wait and see how things shake out. And I don't know what we're going to get with Atlanta because we don't even know when we're getting it. All we do know is that sounds like the ladies might be going places. So more tea on that, but we'll talk about that later. Listen, y'all, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do so. Hit that notification bell button. Join the membership community because, listen, we're doing all the types of things in there. We're going to be doing, I'm going to be reading, obviously, my first book. I'm going to be doing the audio reading from my first book as well with some extra commentary. So if you're a fan of that, you're going to have extra interviews. You're going to get the interviews first there, and then you're going to get them here on the channel. And then we're probably going to do a couple of series that maybe what we would normally do, like Real Housewives of Orange County. We may just recap that in the membership portal as well. So make sure you guys tap into that for all the extra things. But of course, you can always tune in here and get the tea on the daily basis. We have, again, 4 more spots left for Bali. So definitely tap in if you've always been wanting to go to Bali like I have. And with that being said, y'all, if you're listening on YouTube, be sure to also remember that you can catch us on Apple and Spotify as well. All right. So with that being said, I will catch you all in the next video.